Are you tired of feeling like life is slipping through your fingers? No matter how hard you try to hold on, this message is your wake-up call. Stay with me because what you're about to hear could shift everything. Life has this wild way of teaching us lessons. But here's the kicker. The more you try to control every little detail, the results, the timing, people's reactions, the more burnout, frustrated, and lost you feel. Sound familiar?
We plan every inch of our lives thinking, if I just try harder, push more, keep grinding, success will come. But what if I told you the opposite is true? He who is brave is free. Seneca. True freedom begins when you stop fighting for control and start trusting the process. The moment you stop forcing, stop grasping, and start believing. That's when life begins to flow. Naturally, powerfully, effortlessly. This isn't about giving up. This is about realizing where your real power lies.
The ancient gurus got it right centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just a Roman emperor. He was a master of mindset. He believed in accepting what comes and not wasting precious energy fighting what's beyond your control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Because here's the truth. We don't suffer from what happens. We suffer from our need to control what happens. Let that sink in. The battle isn't out there. It's in here. Your thoughts, your focus, your mindset. That's the battlefield that determines your peace, your power, your future. So today, I'm giving you a shift in mindset that could change how you work, how you love, and how you live. Because if you're constantly stressed, overthinking, trying to force things to go your way, it's not life that's the problem. It's the grip you've got on it. You might be holding on too tightly to expectations, to outcomes, to illusions of control. But this message right here, it's not another self-help cliché. It's about unlocking your inner confidence, your calm, your freedom. If you watch this through to the end, I promise you'll walk away with a whole new perspective on how to get what you want, without burning out trying to chase it. When you let go of what you are, you become what you might be. Lao Tzu, quick favor. If you're vibing with this already, smash that subscribe button. 1 second for you, a lifetime of impact for someone who needs this. Now, let's dive in. Let's talk about a game-changing mindset. Detachment from the outcome. Most of us live with our eyes glued to the result, waiting for the job offer, hoping that relationship works out, stressing over whether all our hustle will pay off. We convince ourselves, if I just grind a little harder, it'll all fall into place. But here's what actually happens. The tighter we grip the outcome, the more anxious and disconnected we feel. The journey stops being fun. The process starts to feel like punishment. Sound familiar? And that's where we trap ourselves. Because it's not the situation. It's our obsession with the result that drains us. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. Epictetus. He also said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Wish that what happens, happens as it should, and you will find peace." Boom. That's it. True peace begins when you let go of what you can't control and lock in on what you can. Your effort, your attitude, your consistency, your discipline. This is where the Bible gives us clarity too.
Faith without works is dead. James 2:26 KJV. Don't just hope for outcomes. Show up, do the work, trust the rest to God, the universe, or whatever name you give to your higher purpose. Think about it like this. Picture an artist completely obsessed with making the perfect painting. Every brushstroke is full of fear, anxiety, doubt. Will people like it? Will it be good enough? But now imagine that same artist simply enjoying the act of painting. No pressure, no fear, no obsession with the outcome. They enter a flow state, and suddenly, that's when the masterpiece appears. This applies to everything: your job, your goals, your relationships. The moment you let go of how it must happen and start loving the process, you unlock your highest potential. Let's talk relationships for a second. Ever seen someone trying way too hard to impress someone? It's uncomfortable, desperate, awkward. And what happens? They push people away. But someone who is confident, calm, and grounded, who knows their worth and doesn't chase, they magnetize others. Why? Because they aren't living in fear. They trust the flow. That's the power of detachment. And when it comes to success, too many people think, if I'm not successful by this age, or if I don't have this much money, I'm failing. But that mindset, it's a trap. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Success isn't a staircase. It's a jungle. Twists, turns, setbacks, and surprise opportunities at every corner. If you're too focused on one version of success, you might miss the miracle life's trying to send your way. So ask yourself right now, what are you clinging to that's holding you back? What goal, expectation, or result are you so obsessed with that it's sucking the joy out of your journey? Now picture what it would feel like to let go, not to give up, but to trust, to know that whatever happens, you'll rise. Act without expectation. Lao Tzu. That's real freedom. That's real power. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop suffering. Want more powerful mindset shifts like this? Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs a breakthrough. And remember, you're not here to control everything. You're here to flow, grow, and glow. So breathe deep and move forward. Your next level is already waiting.